Hey there, Jim Hart here, back at you today from Orlando. I am excited to be here talking to you today. Today I want to talk to you about a topic that is called unbundled legal services. I want to talk to you about what they are, how they might be able to help you with your family law case, and how they can actually save you a great deal of money for legal representation if you're using them to help with your family law matter. So let's just jump into it. First things first, the air conditioning just kicked on. Hopefully it's not going to be too distracting to this video. I'm here, like I said, in my hotel room in Orlando. I don't have a whole lot of time to shoot this, so I thought I would do this really quick and get it up there and out there so that you have this information. Let's go into the first thing. So first things first, so what are unbundled legal services? And basically what they are, and I got this definition off Wikipedia, and I think it's a great definition. I'm going to read it to you here. It's a method of legal representation where an attorney and a client agree to limit the scope of the attorney's involvement in a lawsuit or other legal action, leaving responsibility for those other aspects of the case to the client in order to save the client money. Let's put that into English. Basically what that means is you hire a law firm to do a limited amount of work for you. Typically this is going to be the work that only the lawyer can do on your case, stuff that you can't do, drafting pleadings, drafting motions, maybe appearing at court on your behalf if there's going to be a contested hearing and you're not sure you want to appear by yourself. It could be drafting lawsuits. It could be something as simple as sending a letter to another attorney. This is a very important thing that most people underestimate the value of, having a letter come from an attorney rather than having a letter come from a pro se client. And the reason for that is, number one, if your spouse does not have an attorney and they receive a letter from a law firm, they may take it more seriously than if it comes from you. If they do have an attorney, then that attorney, I pretty much can guarantee you, is not paying any attention to your letter. But if that comes from a law firm, they're more likely to get on the phone and call that attorney. And that's one thing that we do. When we draft a letter for a client, we will follow that letter up with a phone call as part of our unbundled package to talk to the lawyer about what's going on with the case and figure out what the issues are, where the problem areas are going to be, so that you can have more information going forward in terms of how you want to proceed. So that's what unbundled services are. Another way we use unbundled services is we do what's called divorce coaching, and that's where maybe you don't understand all the nuances and aspects of what's going on in your case, and things change from day to day, week to week, month to month during your case, and you just need somebody to help you understand what is going on with your case and what the legal issues are and why your spouse or their attorney is being such a jerk about the situation when you just think it's a simple matter. Well, maybe it's simple to you, but it could be a legal technicality that another attorney is not going to let your spouse get by unless we deal with that. I've got a case right now where there was a pending claim for property division, and the other attorney filed a motion to dismiss. And of course, my client doesn't quite understand why. I understand why she did it. We had to deal with that issue, and that's something that came up. And frankly, if this person was representing himself, this is a really complicated issue. It was not something that he would have been able to handle on his own. We were able to handle it for him and help him, and the motion got denied. But if he was representing himself, that wouldn't have happened in all likelihood. So basically, unbundled services is where you hire a lawyer to help you with a limited amount of work on your case. So what are these typical services that a lawyer can provide you? Well, they can do an initial divorce assessment or a consultation is a form of unbundled services. You're coming in, you're meeting with a lawyer for an hour or two, you're paying them a fee, and they're giving you legal advice. That is an unbundled service. I already talked about some of the other ones. The divorce coaching is something we can do. Drafting pleadings or motions on your behalf is something we can do. Sending out discovery or responding to discovery is things that you can do. Typically, these are going to be the issues, the services that, like I said, only a lawyer can do. And what you're doing with unbundled versus what we call full service representation. In full service representation, you're hiring the law firm to do everything. They just handle it all for you. You don't need to worry about it, but that costs a lot more money, and a lot of people don't want to pay that, or they can't afford to pay that, and that's fine. Lawyers are expensive, trust me, I understand that. So how can you save money with unbundled services? Well, basically you can save money with unbundled services by hiring that lawyer to do only those things that the lawyer can do and not the things that you can do on your own behalf in your case. But what you need to understand is when you do that, it has to be crystal clear what the attorney is going to do and crystal clear what the client is going to do. And if you don't make that crystal clear, the line can get a little bit blurred. So when I do unbundled services for clients, I have a contract that I use that makes it abundantly clear what my responsibilities are and what the client is going to be responsible for, which is typically everything else. So how do you know if Unbundled is right for you? Well, honestly, basically it's if you have a really complicated case with a lot of money involved and a lot of emotional issues, and your spouse is either really difficult to deal with, and you just can't deal with them anymore, or they have an attorney that's very difficult to deal with, or that is saying things to you and sending things to you that you just don't understand, chances are Unbundled is not going to be right for you in those situations. But if you have a relatively simple case, simple property division, you and your spouse agree on most things, and you just need an attorney to maybe draft a settlement agreement or draft a custody lawsuit so you can get into court and mediate the custody aspects of your case and get an order for that. If you just need some simple things like that, then Unbundled might be a great option for you to save you some money. Read through this blog post I've got here with this video. I'll include a link to it down here in the show notes. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little alarm button so you get notified when we send out new videos. And that's it for today, folks. Hope you have a great day, and we will talk again. I'll send out my new Q&A on Monday in all likelihood. And that's it. Have a great weekend. Take care.